But again, you can make your own. But the main things, I'll just tell you, there's very few requirements. There should be 8 candles and should be one line. That's one thing that's sometimes wrong. Sometimes people get so artistic, they make it into a semicircle. And I have seen them, but it really isn't allowed. They really should be in a straight line. But you can make different designs on it, paint, and like I say, clay, wood, metal. I mean, again, you can be original like that. But this really a basic one of the ones that we give out. People say, well, I don't have a menorah. All right, here's a little dinky menorah. I obviously have one nicer at home. This we're going to second show you. We're going to put candles in it. The one I have at home, I put olive oil just to remember about the original miracle, as we just said, was done with olive oil. But that's acceptable, of course. Maybe it's a little nicer olive oil. But like we're going to show you, candles are also very, very acceptable. And most people do it. I mean, so it's no problem. So olive oil or candles. Now, putting in the candles, it's not like, and again, just kind of what we showed in the picture book, you always see pictures of 8 candles lit in the menorah. Well, that's all very fine and good over here. There's 8 candles, but that's not always the way it is. And that's why I wanted to show you how to put it in. This is typically, if I can get it in here, without breaking anything. Oh, there it goes. Very easy. 1 candle. This is the first night. So it's just very simple arithmetic. First night, 1. Second night, 2. We just put it in afterwards, whatever. Get a candle out of here. You know. And second night, 2. Third night, 3. Fourth night, 4. So the picture that you always see, and we just showed it ourselves, 8 candles is really only lit on the 8th night of Chanukah. So that's a very important idea to remember, that the first night, 1. Now again, why did I start? Look at, I put it in. And there's an order like that. I put it on the right. And then if I would put on the second, let's say night number 2, and it's lit at night, would be here. Now I'm going right to left. Why? Usually, English goes left to right. But again, that's Hebrew. Anyone knows basic Hebrew, or I'll tell you right now, it's read right to left. And that's why the menorah, you go one night first, but you start on the right, and then you light then the second night would be like what I just am showing you now, going right to left, moving on all the way to the left until you have all 8. I mean, just think all the questions people always ask me. What's with all the colors? Is there anything special about it? Yeah, here's a green one. I mean, I'm just saying a typical box. This is beeswax. Doesn't have to be beeswax, but it's very nice to have beeswax. Here's whatever. Here's dark. There's red. There's blue. You have all these different kinds of colors. Really, again, that's being artistic. Again, I have olive oil, and olive oil is always the same every night. And just that they want to show you something very artistic. Like I said, you can be artistic with the menorah. You can be also artistic with the Hanukkah candles too. They could be all one color. They can be different colors, which usually you buy those boxes in any store now. They sell Hanukkah candles. They're all different colors. Again, there's nothing to it. There's no reasons behind it. It's just to make it lively and nice and beautiful. And again, if you want to make, again, being original, people I know, a lot of kids and adults make their own candles. This is actually, says, I don't know if you can read it, 44 Deluxe. I bought it. I didn't make it. If I'd make it, it would turn into a mess. I'm no artist. But 44 Deluxe handmade beeswax candles. So again, handmade. This is very nice. I don't know if you can see them. They're a little more than your just regular old candle. Again, you want to make your own candles, and make it nice, well, that's good too over here. I mean, you can buy them in a store. Like I say, this is not an expensive mitzvah. It seems to go for $1, $2. The one I have is a very tinny. Over here, very basic, and the candles, they go for $1 in any normal store. So just for a few dollars, you can do the menorah. Again, you can go more and more. You can make it out of silver if you go to some real Judaica stores in New York. I mean, you can, like I say, go up and up, just silver and handmade candles and be expensive about it. Again, fine. So that is the menorah. Now, another thing that is very popular is the dreidel. Well, I have a small dreidel, and that's why I brought a big picture dreidel. Obviously, you can see this a little nicer. There's 4 letters. There's 4 sides, as you could see. Maybe here it's a little hard to see it. And there's 4 letters: Gimel, Hey, Nun, Shin. I don't know where the Shin is here. Didn't make a good Shin. All right, well, it didn't show it here. How do you like this? Well, you could see it on here, but I'm just saying here's an enlarged one. The dreidel's just a Jewish top. Let's see if I could do it. Oh, not that well. Come on. There it is. There, a good job. Well, it's a Jewish top. What are you playing with tops on Hanukkah? What is the reason for this dreidel? Again, you see pictures all over the place. And what are the significance of the 4 letters there? So the answer was follows. One of the things, like I told you before, was the Greek culture wanted to change Judaism. They didn't want to destroy it. That really isn't the right word. Because like I said, they liked the Jewish temple. It was beautiful, and a lot of things in Judaism surely are intellectual, and they appreciated that, but they didn't like the whole package deal. And one of the things, they didn't like Jewish kids learning Torah so much, Judaism, so they forbade it. I mean, again, thank God. I mean, knowing Jewish history, I say I'm one of the more thankful people. I know there are 300 million people in America, and hopefully they appreciate with the country that we live in. But I think I'm one of the more ones, because more than anybody, because I know how Jewish people have been oppressed for 3,000 years, and how appreciative it is to live in a free country where you could learn. And here we are on television telling people, and I'm not afraid of any secret agents coming and knocking on the door. What are you telling people about Judaism? So I am very appreciative of this country and the free society we live in. But again, it's not always been that way. The Greeks didn't allow you to practice your religion. So therefore, when they saw kids learning, well, what are you guys doing? Like a KGB or something like that in the last century. What are you guys doing? You're not allowed. And they took out the top. Oh, we're just playing. We're kids. What do you want from us over here? And they take out the top. Look, we're playing with a top. And they'd hide their books or their scrolls, whatever they were using. Okay, you're kids. You're playing a top. So that became the custom. We play with the dreidel. Now, the 4 letters. The 4 letters on them are Nes. That's the nun. I'm looking here. Nes. We'll not teach Hebrew, but Nes Gadol Hayasham. And the 4 letters stands for the 4 words, which a big miracle happened there. And, like that. So we're saying these were miracles of Hanukkah. And people play with them. They play with pennies. Hopefully they're not gambling too much over here. They play a little penny ante game, or, with little chips or whatever. It's just minor. Whatever. So therefore, they use a Yiddish version, Gimel, which means Gadol in Hebrew, big. But in Yiddish, because it comes from Europe, which the Jewish language was more like German, Gans. It's like German. People know German would know it. But in any case, Jewish, Gimel Gans, meaning all. And you take the whole pot. Hey stands for halb. Like, again, German, Yiddish, English. You can get the whole thing. Halb is half. It's close. And therefore, you got half the pot. Shin means sham, like put it in. You lose a coin or a thing. And nun is like almost like nit, like nothing, almost like same thing in English, nothing, meaning it's like a pass. You don't put in, you don't get out. So in any case, that's a simple how to play the game. I don't know if it ever made it into Las Vegas, that game. It doesn't need to anyway. It's just a simple, cute little game. And that's what people play on Chanukah dreidel. You'll see those dreidels, like I say, pictures of dreidels, pictures of menorah. And that's why I'm informing you, so you know now what's happening. Now, there's 8 nights of Hanukkah. And one person actually told me, hey, he wasn't Jewish, I'd rather be Jewish. Wow, what's wrong? Well, what's up? He says, well, on Christmas is only one night I get presents. And I hear there's 8 nights of Hanukkah, I get eight presents on Hanukkah. I'd rather be Jewish. Well, of course, that's not the reason to be Jewish. But in any case, there are presents. And again, that really is a very minor idea of Hanukkah. It's, like I said, I've been showing you the main things, the menorah, little things are the dreidel. The presents are not the main thing over here. And really a lot of it, there is Hanukkah geld. Geld in Yiddish means money. That's why I'm holding in my hand is not real money, gold coins, or I'd be rich. But these are, you get these all over the stores. Maybe you'll see them. Chocolate coins. Really, it's just like, whatever it is, film over here, this gold film. They put it in gold coins, but it's just really nothing. It's just a covering with a few Hebrew words on it, the menorah, just like that. And there's chocolate inside, and you give these little bags to kids. So maybe you'd want to give them, or they'd rather have golden coins. But in any case, it's only chocolate. But that's cute. Again, giving them coins. People do give money to their children. The presents is really unfortunate. I mean, I don't know. There's no sin in giving a present to anybody. But it's almost like Christmas in that sense, where it really isn't the major part of the holiday. And that's why I think the Jewish people picked it up. Oh, everybody's giving gifts in December. Oh, well, we have Hanukkah. We're going to give gifts too. But, that's what I'm saying. It's nothing wrong with it. You can give gifts. But on the other hand, it really is just like with Christmas also. It's not the major part why people are supposed to celebrate the holiday. But in any case, being friends and having a party, there's no sin in that either, like I say. And this is what I just recently picked up in the store. It wasn't even a Judaica store. I guess Hanukkah is becoming so universal. A Hanukkah cello bag. I mean, again, you give gifts to children. And again, that's why I say they have, you see the star, the dreidel, that's what I'm saying. This is just regular, this is not a Jewish store, but typical, you see a dreidel, that's what I showed you, a Jewish star, right, that's any time of the year, the Chanukah menorah, which I showed you over here also, so this is what I'm saying, you're informed, and you can say, well, the rabbi taught me everything about Hanukkah, and now I'm an expert on Hanukkah, and I can tell what all the symbols are, like I say, that they're all over the place. Like I say, I picked this up in just a regular store, and so now you understand what's happening. Again, this is just for the prizes and all that. It's very cute to give prizes out. Again, it's just not, don't mix up with the holiday. Actually, the holiday is a very spiritual holiday. The lesson for us is very interesting. The last few minutes we have, it's light. I mean, I don't want to light the candles here, but obviously the wicks, you light menorah. We showed a picture of it. And this is an important idea that really it's dark time of the year. It's December. People are feeling dark. The clocks change, and it's dark outside. There's so much darkness outside. That's physically, spiritually, we're in dark times also. People are groping for the meaning of life, the satisfaction of life, the fulfillment of life, and that's a very important point over here. So that the Chanukah menorah comes at specifically this time of the year, when we're lighting up, and not only lighting up, we go 1 the first night, 2 the second, we increase the light, not just put a little light into the world, increase it till we have a full menorah shining fully and bringing light into the world. And hopefully now you know a little bit more about Hanukkah, and thank you very much.